What's up, everybody? It's Hey John, and in today's video, I'll be covering the impending housing crisis and why I believe we are going to crash. It's a matter of when and not if. So let's get to it and show you guys what I'm seeing. California, the real estate place of the world, and yet California is having tons of people leaving in terms of migration. We're seeing SB 9 getting pushed out by Governor Newsom. After he was not recalled, he immediately pushed out this bill for the agenda of making more affordable housing. So, what is affordable housing? Well, affordable housing is essentially you're putting about 20% of your paycheck into the house, but currently, the way the market stands, if you were to purchase a home today in LA, you're looking to put at least half or more of your income. And that's being generous. Most likely it's probably 3/4 of your income, and you definitely need dual income households now just to stay afloat and just to live, not even flourish. So again, what is affordable housing, and do we really want it? Well, there's two sides to every story here. The first side is, if you're currently owning a home, you do not want more homes being built. You don't want SB 9 to pass. Why? For one simple reason: self-preservation, supply and demand. Currently, supply is very low, demand is high, but demand is reaching a point where, you know what, I cannot afford a home, so I'll just step out and put my brakes and wait for the market to correct. Another pro is that if you have single-family houses, you have I would say, a more stable market, because generally speaking here, usually folks who own their home, they usually take care of their home as well, and that maintains the neighborhood values here. And of course, if you're a single family resident currently, you are going to fight tooth and nail against this, because you're going to believe it, not in my backyard. And that's okay, right? Because we live in a democratic society and people are able to choose and decide what they want. Now, for the cons of this bill here, the cons for the single-family residents are going to be, well, you know what? The single-family plots can now be divided into halves or even quarters. That means that you can make a duplex on a single-family resident, or you can make a fourplex, which means 4 units on that same property now. Of course, it's only going to be near local transit and those kind of hubs. So if you're kind of in a distant or in the boonies, well, you're going to be fine for the most part, because there's going to be less incentive to want to build up there in terms of density. Now, overall, though, I believe this is a great thing for California, and SB 9 is going to be a good thing overall. But for some folks, there's always going to be winners and losers here. So people who currently own a home, they may see a depreciation or a pullback of their home due to this new supply coming. However, though, this bill is coming out into effect in January 2022. So there's going to be some time. And even if there was a lot of demand for it here, right? To build a home still takes about 6 to 9 months anyways, with permits and all that kind of stuff. So it's not going to happen overnight. And as you know, housing is a slow moving target. It isn't like stocks or crypto, where it appreciates all of a sudden and it decreases all of a sudden. It takes a lot slower. And the reason is due to selling comps. Another reason why I believe we're going to see a housing crash or a housing correction is because we're seeing the 10-year treasury rate start to tick up. And usually, and traditionally speaking here, the 10-year treasury rate is used as a barometer in terms of interest rates. Well, why do you care? Well, because if you're going to buy a house, you get a mortgage, and usually it's tied into these mortgage rates here, right? A few weeks ago or a few days ago, it was around 2.875. Now it's hovering near 3%. So it increased at around 0.25 basis points. And well, folks, that's quite a bit, because when you add into your mortgage here, so what happens here? People believe in the monthly nut. So let me show you with an example of what the monthly nut is. Okay, folks, let me give you guys an example of what I like to call the monthly nut. All right. So say you're in LA and California and you're paying $750K for a home, which is typical in LA, for example, here, right? And the current interest rate is at 3.22, which means 3601 here. But that's a current rate. The previous rate was around was around 2.75. Let me go ahead and put on for you guys. 2.75. All right. So that means we want to see 3,449 as our monthly payment here. Okay. So if we go back to 3.22 here. All right. And now we want to achieve the 3,449. This means the housing price has to come down some. So this means that we have to see housing come down at around from 750 to 718K in order to get a similar terms of monthly payment here. And I didn't get it exactly, but it's close enough, only $2 here. So that means that if the house was valued at 750K, and now we're seeing from 2.75 interest to 3.22% interest here, right? We're going to see housing decrease by about $32,000, or if you want to see a percent here, 718,000 divided by 750,000 here, minus 1, and that means we would see housing correct by 4.26%. You need to see a decrease in order for us to see the same price. So as interest rates start to increase and you're seeing an increase due to the taper reduction, this means that you're going to see housing prices get reduced. But it doesn't mean that necessarily losing value. It's due to the mortgage monthly payment. And everyone believes in that because nobody's paying it off all at once. When I say nobody, I mean very few people here, okay? So let's go ahead and check out some other examples of why I believe this housing crashes is impending and coming. So here on Zillow, we are seeing a Austin, Texas home getting a price reduction of $20,000. And that's just a 924 here. And you can see the home was sold on June 25th to Zillow for $196 per square foot. They didn't list their actual price because they don't have to in Texas. That's fine. But I can still extrapolate for you the price though. So the house is 2,035 square foot times 196 here. That means Zillow bought this house for $398,860 here. And now they want to sell for $344,900 here. That means Zillow is taking a $53,960 haircut. And why is Zillow doing that? Do you like losing money? Well, Zillow is transforming into a real estate company. You're like, wait, Zillow a real estate company? Don't they do real estate? No. Zillow is traditionally speaking a technology company, but now they are moving into the real estate market, and that means they are starting to buy up properties and resell them because they want to do the whole iZillow thing where you can buy a house and sell a house as easy as swiping up, which I think is great for the average buyer. But still though, we're seeing Zillow take a haircut. And what does this mean here? This means we are at the top. That means Zillow bought the top and now they're starting to reduce the price in order to try to find a new bottom here. So the house was sold on June 25th and now it is September 25th. So it's been roughly 3 months or 90 days and this house could not get sold, right? Initially Zillow wanted to flip it for $490, but good luck with that. And now you're seeing a literal $150,000 price reduction in about 2 months' time. Another example here. Here you go. Check it out. California. Look at this right here. Someone bought this home in Van Nuys here, and you're seeing Zillow do a price reduction of $20,000. It's a $1.2 million home in Van Nuys, California. And as you know, Van Nuys used to be the capital of XYZ. And even this area can command $1.2 million here. So Zillow bought this home at $1.242 million here. And now they're selling for 1.2. And same thing here, June 1st, 2021. And now you're seeing September. So I would say about, 3 months time, right? And you're seeing about similar 50K haircut. And you're seeing about $42,000 in price reduction in 3 months here. Obviously, they tried to flip it for 1.315, but nobody was having it and nobody was trying to buy it for that price. And now, if you look at it from that perspective here, from 1.315 to 1.2 basically, you're seeing about $115,000 price reduction in 2 months. But these prices are astronomical to begin with here, right? The real winner is a person who sold to Zillow, who bought the home in 2004 and sold to him for 1.2. This person has effectively doubled their money. So ladies and gentlemen, this is why I believe we're going to see a housing crash. And I believe due to these factors here coming in, I believe we're going to see it sooner rather than later. And again, it's your boy, Hey John. I thank you guys for watching my video. And if you're a new viewer, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. And please like, and most importantly, have an awesome day. And I'll catch you on the next one.